Well, exactly. The research protocol we did was really done in private practice. So we had really day life surgical interventions. It was not in a university setting, in a protected setting. So the data we found in our clinical trial are easy to project it into the daily life. So we know that we have some problems with these devices, and we know that also you as a clinician could have problems in that. And I intended to find the relevant points which could be ideal for you to change into your protocol in order to have better results regarding accuracy of placing a dental implant with CAD/CAM surgical techniques, but also regarding the clinical outcome of a dental implant placed using these kind of techniques, because that's the only relevant thing for your patient, if the implant is still in place or not. The main interest is that you can find here all the big companies regarding the CAD/CAM systems, and this is important for us because as you have to be up to date in your clinical practice, and these kind of techniques you cannot think out of the clinical practice anymore. So it's important that you can incorporate this also into your clinical practice. And visiting a conference like this, you can find all the major companies and you can find the latest types of devices. You can see how far they are already into the development of the systems, and it's really useful to visit such a conference, especially when you're interested in these type of surgeries and in these type of treatments. If the organization committee wants me back to publish, to report more on what I've published, I will be glad to be back because it's very interesting. I already met some interesting colleagues here because we are only at the same field of research, and we try to find the same solutions for the same problems. And that's interesting because you can communicate with each other. Everyone has his own experience in his own clinical setting, and when you come together and you can discuss what you encountered in your clinical setting, it could be very interesting. So yes, I would be happy to be back here again next year or in the coming years, because I think this type of conferences are not the big ones as we intend to speak to in the bigger events, but also the most interesting conferences are the somewhat smaller conferences, because there you can really come into contact with the people and into contact also with the companies, and that's the biggest advantage of this conference. Suggestion? Yes, maybe do it in the summer when the weather is better. So I bring my wife and my kids also. They will be very happy. And then we organize a family trip and so on. And no, not really any practical advice. I think the organization is really good. I have to thank the organization because they really do a good job. They are well prepared, and that's not always the case.